Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. Today we're going to be taking a look at the grand finals of the Liga Andina. I am joined by my teammate with Antimatters SouthwayKhi. How you doing today, Southway?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. How about you?
I'm excited. I love league tournaments. Do you follow league tournaments or notice any?
Yeah, I do. I pay attention to the league tournaments. I'm always tapped into what's going on.
Yeah. Well, we got a good one today. We got the Liga Andina, this Latinum league that I've found through Instagram, and I've been seeing their progression of this last season tournament, and I just was reaching out to them. I was like, I'd love to see the battle, show them off, and they Yonkos Gene reached out to me. He's like, let's get this and make this happen. So this is the grand finals of the Liga Andina, and I'm so excited to have Eternal Go versus AMC battling it out in this grand final battle. This is a team of 6 battlers who have to battle it out to get a total points of 18. If there's a tie, they have tiebreakers, so on and so forth. So the Liga Andina is a league that hosts a bunch of Latinum teams that have come together and battle it out.
From the semifinals, where Eternal Go went up against Pegasus PMP to seal their victory, and AMC went up against the Blue Marlins to secure their spot in the finals as well.
And 2 Ultra League specialists, the GL specialists, as you can see on the graphic right over here. You'll see that it is a Vigoroth in slot 1, a Blastoise in slot 2, a Registeel in slot 3, and a Charizard in slot 4. And those are what the battlers have to go with. So, say for instance, I'm one of the team members. I want to be one of the Great League specialists. I'll go with the Blastoise lead or the Vigoroth lead and say, I'll take my Vigoroth lead. And then I'll build my slot from Steel, Fire, Psychic, Flying, and then a Kanto Pokemon. Southway, if you see something like this on a team, who are you picking up? What is your slot?
Although Blastoise is my fave from Kanto, I will go with Vigoroth just simply because of its spamminess and what it can do.
For me, I'd probably go with the Charizard just out of pure love. But
Really?
yeah, I'm a Charizard. I love Charizard. And please, if I see a meta where a slot is specifically meant for Steel, I might unwing attack my Charizard and put Fire Spin on it. Even though, yes, I know there's another Fire slot too. But I love the Charizard. I think it's a great Pokemon, really good on energy build. But at the same time, like, the Vigoroth, as you said, that is just so meta. It is so, in metas like this where you don't really know, Vigoroth with the counter as being one of the best moves in the game. Having Body Slam spam as your second move, as your one move, huge. And it just forces shield. And especially, again, you see that it's Steel and Fire. And Fire doesn't want to see Bulldoze. So Vigoroth looking really good too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I do have to ask, as we talked about our leaders, that Kanto slot. That's really interesting because, like, it's spread out all over. You got a couple of Kanto, you got 2 Kanto starters, but what do people bring in for the Kanto slot?
The Kanto slot, I'm thinking. So if I'm bringing something, I want something that is going to be bulky. I want something that's going to last. So honestly, I would think along the lines of Lickitung. I almost said Lapras, but Lickitung. I'm thinking Lickitung. Honestly, Lickitung would be pretty cool. What else is really interesting that would? I don't know. This might be a little spicy of a pick, but Machamp.
Machamp, ooh, another fighter. I like that counter again being so great. You know that there's a flyer move, a flyer typing out there as well, and steel typing. You're gonna get that pressure down, and you have Rock Slide, which is effective against fire too. So that's 3 Pokemon that you can cover really well. That's a great slot. I'll probably go with the Mew because I love playing Mew set mind games with people. But my Mew would probably be rocking Rock Slide for sure. I might actually put like a Surf Rock Slide on there, or I'd just be real dirty and go Volt Switch, Rock Slide, and Focus Blast just so I could handle those steals if I needed to. get that shield pressure. But that's crazy talk, right?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was thinking, are you gonna put spam? Are you gonna put surf on here? I am gonna say spam. Same thing. Surf on here because of that spamminess.
You would, because of that steel typing. You get that spam. You can go against that fire too. The rock slide is more for the flying typing, that coverage as well. The psychic, yeah, you got you got shadow claw for that, so you can just spam off. But that is what I would pick for my Kanto. We'll find out what Eternal and AMC, though, will pick for their Kanto, as we are about to jump into the first battle of these 4 GL Specialist battles in the grand finals of the Liga Andina. Battling it out now, we have Eternal Go versus AMC. As we get into our first matchup here of Eternal Go versus AMC, we are seeing that it's Yankojin versus Morato 98, and they are battling in the GL Specialist slot. Now, Southway, we talked about this a little bit at the beginning here at the GL Specialist slot. Which slot would you be the Vigoroth, the Blastoise, the Registeel, or the Charizard slot?
So myself, even though I love Blastoise is my favorite. I would go with Vigoroth. I just know Vigoroth pretty well. I know what it's capable of, and I would go with Vigoroth myself.
Yeah, I think Vigoroth here. I like the slot 1. I like that the lead that they pick Vigoroth, because it's the spamminess of Body Slam spam, especially you're taking away the counters with the steel typing. You're negating that psychic typing because of your normal typing. There's a lot of play there with Vigoroth. And I love the fact that this is our first matchup here, as these battlers both kind of have the same mirror team. They got Vigoroth, Steelix, Marowak of Alola, Defense Deoxys, Mandibuzz, but their Kanto slot 6s are different. You got the Mew and the Dugong.
Right. The Mew is what I see as being a disadvantage to Dugong, just because of the moveset that it has. Although Dugong has Icy Wind, Icy Wind will definitely help to slow some things down. It's not really enough, in my opinion. It's not enough to make a break in this game.
I agree. The moveset's really good, especially too. It has advantage. It could get to Volt Switch. You could put Volt Switch on that thing, and if you've got a Mandibuzz and you've got a Dugong that you're fighting against, you're kind of negating that. You're also putting extra hurt down on that Defense Deoxys too. Not as much as you would with the Shadow Claw, but you're still putting that pressure down. So I like the fact that Mew over Dugong here, but Dugong has made it to the top grand finals in 2 of the regional plays this year. Like, people know how to play with Dugong with that drill run boost. It's been amazing. So we're about to watch how they play it out, as Yankojin versus Morato are going into it now. Yankojin versus Morato 98. We got the Vigoroth lead into the Mandibuzz lead. All right, I'm wondering if Mandibuzz is rocking Air Slash or Snarl, and it's the Snarl. Okay.
It's definitely Snarl. I was wondering if it was going to be that as well, but Snarl, it'll get things done faster, so I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, it does build up energy faster, but it does have its weakness. If opponent's Mandibuzz is rocking the Air Slash itself, that helps out in the mirror match, but it doesn't help out getting the other advantages, and that's why Snarl is building up energy as another Body Slam comes through and hits that Mandibuzz.
Yeah, you're right about that. And just with this matchup, with Mandibuzz being so thick and resisting those counters, this should be a really interesting matchup too. Right now, it's a little under half the health for both of them.
It is a foul play onto this Mandibuzz here, as we're going to get another Body Slam. Is this Body Slam 3, 4? So many Body Slam spams. The original king of Body Slam spams, Vigoroth. We all loved it way back when we first got it and tried to make a catch, but it didn't pan out.
And is that Snarl I see on there as well? It looks like they both have Snarl.
They both have Snarl, as Mandibuzz is about to hit off its first dark typing move onto the Steelix. Pulsa Umbrio. Oh, that's a dark pulse. That takes the Steelix almost half health. That's a nice little chunk damage right there.
Yeah, and it's neutral damage, so that's perfect versus Air Slash.
God, remember when Dark used to be super effective against Steel? Or used to be good or steel used to be the only thing that would be good against dark. I don't remember what it was, but oh man, dark used to be so terrorizing, and unless you had steel. And another dark pulse
Yes.
gonna come off that Steelix. That didn't do so much as the debuff from the breaking swipe. Steelix getting so much love over the past few updates with the Dragon Tails, the breaking swipes, the Psychic Fang.
Psychic
Steelix now
Fang.
playing as a Swiss Army knife, throws another breaking swipe.
And I love that for Steelix because before Steelix was like, do I want to use it? But with the move pool expanded, it is just like you said, Swiss Army knife is amazing to use and it's so versatile.
Yeah, and that's 3 breaking swipes out, and Mandibuzz gets out of there quickly and throws to the Vigoroth, and Vigoroth is ready for that Dugong with Body Slam.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like this immediate swaps. I like to get rid of the debuff. Mandibuzz is still in the yellow, and if you got Dugong out now you don't have to worry about Mandibuzz putting all that neutral damage down, as it did almost a half the health of the Steelix, as another Body Slam is going to come in off this Dugong.
Exactly. And this is probably Icy Wind that's coming out right now. So I don't know. I don't think he is going to shield it. I don't think I would shield it. I'll let it go.
Yeah. Ooh, gets another
But it's
counter
hanging on.
in. Let's go. 1 HP.
It is hanging on.
Dreams. Yeah.
And let's see, is he going to bring out Steelix? Yes. I was hoping it was Steelix.
Right? Like, this is tough call, too, because now Dugong has that Drill Run, which is super effective against Steelix.
Please shield it.
Icy, we're not going to shield it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, half the health of Steelix is gone from this Dugong.
He is living dangerously, but I like it.
You know what? Looking at this, probably the right call, because Icy Wind would have one-tapped that Mandibuzz in that yellow.
That's true.
Can he get to the aerial ace? Oh, not in time.
He's going to shield it. He's not going to shield it. He's going to let it go. Okay.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? Just let it go. Yeah.
Just gonna let it go. Bring back the Steelix. He's got a shield, got a breaking swipe, got an extra tap. That Dugong's lost all the energy. Yonko is in full driver's seat now. I believe the opponent Steelix is just in the red too.
Let's see if he'll bring it out. But it's something to get. Okay. And this is breaking swipe most likely coming out.
Oh, we don't know. Was it a crunch? Yeah, shield. It is a breaking swipe. Great call. Great call. Oh no! It's a wombo combo 1-2 punch.
And it should still be good in this one though.
With the foul play not enough.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's going to do some damage. It's going to hit, but not that much.
You know what would have been enough?
Another breaking swipe.
You know what would have been enough, Southway? Dark
What
Pulse.
would have been?
That Dark
That's
Pulse
right.
would have KO'd it right there. So Yoko's Mandibuzz has an advantage with that Dark Pulse doing more than half. Wow. As the
And at the nick of time.
survives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a point there for Eternal Go as we are in the grand finals. They reset it against AMC here, and now they are battling it out as we get the Mandibuzz and the Dugong, and that's not what you want.
That lead, oh my goodness. I hate seeing it.
Oh, but the ABB here, B being counter, A being aerial Pokemon. Not too bad. You could maybe catch the same Mandibuzz or the Dugong onto your Vigoroth, but you're gonna have to take a foul play onto this defense Deoxys, as that's half your health gone.
And that foul play hit.
Way too hard.
Didn't go out with.
Ooh, that's a tough one too. Got a shield now. That's good. Good. Can he get
Yeah,
to
we'll take
another
that.
rock slide?
Is he going to shield it? Is he going to let it go? Hopefully he shields it. Will he shield it? Yes.
Yeah. Good shield. Good shield right here. Good shield right here. Ooh, I feel like he could have farmed a little more. Maybe got another tap, but he's gonna get for the rock slide right here.
I think he's mostly just anxious. He wanted to get rid of it, or at least get rid of that shield. So just, let's throw it out. I'm not really thinking about farming. I want to get it out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because he's not gonna get to that next rock slide without this other foul play coming off. And his foul play, like you said, Snarl generates energy so quickly. Foul play is shooting off. But now it's the Dark Pulse versus the foul play. Holy moly, what are we going to do? We're going to aerial ace it, and I'll remember what aerial ace is like. So, Mandibuzz on Mandibuzz, Southway. How you liking that action?
Thick versus thick. I love it. I hope they are throwing Aerial Ace versus throwing any dark moves. Aerial Ace is going to do a lot more than any other dark moves will, in my opinion.
Oh, it absolutely will. As another aerialist goes through about a good 16th of the health of Mandibuzz there. The aerial ace from Yonko is coming through. Now the Mandibuzz is out, which means the Vigoroth could come back, and you have, or not the Vigoroth, the Dewgong could come back, and that'll bring out the Vigoroth. But what is the
almost
Pokemon?
out?
I guess. Oh yeah, look at that! Still gets off to
Right.
another aerial ace. That could be huge for the chip damage.
And now it's out. Thick versus thick.
Thick versus thick, and that's why I prefer Air Slash, because Air Slash would have taken that out before I got one more chunk out.
That's true.
Dewgong is here, and Dewgong's gonna have to see. Oh my goodness, 100 energy. Southway, 100 energy coming out at this Dewgong.
Oof. And then Vigoroth coming out.
Mm.
And now this Vigoroth, I mean, as spammy as it is it going to be enough to really win this match?
I don't know. Dewgong got a couple of extra icy shards in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in why not all the 100 damage was thrown out at the Dewgong. We still don't know what the third Pokemon is in the back, and Dewgong is just debuffing. There it is. Steelix. All right, going for the bulldoze. This is good. Oh, if he doesn't get the shield, he gets surprised. The Steelix. Here we go. The bait move. What's up? Shielded. Morato's like, no, senor.
But he got that shield, thankfully.
Yeah, got the shield.
And that's what, man. I'll take the shield. Either the shield or damage. Because at least it will help you further in the game, in your end game especially.
Well, here's the thing. The Mandibuzz has half health, but it's going to get debuffed now, man. This is terrible. That Dark Pulse, which could have taken it to the deep red, now is only going to be able to take it to the deep yellow, and it has to build up for another Dark Pulse. This might not be in the favor. That shield by Morato might have been the win-con of the matchup.
Yeah, and with that breaking swipe coming, it's going to debuff you a little bit more, and you're trying to get that. That's not really going to get anything happening. It's not going to make a difference, honestly.
No, it's not. Steelix got that dragon tail chunked down. Oh, even tried to make a catch. Oh, don't worry. Dewgong's got energy.
And an icy wind to take you out. And here it comes. Oof. And that's it.
That was a good thought by Yonko to try to bring out an ABB lineup, B being countered, but it didn't work out as he got the Dewgong to take the lead, and now he's going to swap and bring Steelix, and he gets the Dewgong lead again. Like this lead, we'll see how it plays out. Now, Dewgong, again, can give about half health damage with that drill run, so we'll see if Morato will try to bait this.
Yeah, and I think that Yonko is going to anticipate that drill run coming out, so going to try to wear it down as best it can with breaking swipe, but we got to swap anyway.
Ooh, we got to swap anyways. You don't look at this. He's going straight for the Earthquake. Now, with the new Earthquake debuff, no one really plays Earthquake. So we'll have to see if Yonko Gene is going to get the shield again. Oh, my goodness.
Hit. Please hit. I wanted to hit. Just for the sake of you not shielding, not anticipating it, and of course you shield.
Oh, Morato says no, senor, again. Shielding all the ground moves, making the right calls, but this time that was so early. All of the energy is off that Steelix, and it is now Mandibuzz with the Dark Pulse and 2 shields to come in.
And now Dark Pulse is going to do some damage. It's going to wear it down. It's not going to be like Air Slap or Aerial Aces and do neutral damage or do no damage, resistant damage rather.
Yeah,
this is going to actually wear it down and chip it down.
This might actually still do more damage than Foul Play right now, even though it's debuffed. That is how much this is. And with that early chunk damage and the shield from the earlier Steelix, Mandibuzz isn't in too bad of a shape here, especially if we're going to try to kill that switch clock and maybe even bank it with energy in the back. Oh,
yeah, that could definitely.
These Pokemon are so tanky. Oh my god, they're just taking hits after hits, and he gets the reset Dewgong onto the Defense Deoxys.
And Defense Deoxys is going to be in the alright position. It's going to be okay.
It's going to get debuffed. Rock Slides aren't going to be...
Yeah, but it's still going to wear it down with that counter, though. Let's see. Do you shield? I
Oh,
am
shield
hope. No.
again. That's
Okay, you
crazy.
know, let it go. It'll do a little damage. That's fine. But let's see if he'll learn and just farm this time versus throwing him out anxiously.
Right, and he did. He got extra energy right there. We'll see what the Dugong. This is double debuffed Icy Wind. And,
Here we go.
ooh, the Rock Slide still keeps the Dugong alive. And it's enough to
Mhm.
keep it so much alive. It throws the energy, and Defense Deoxys is now going to lose everything. Drill Run
Yeah,
comes
drill run
through.
hits.
Ooh, that does hit. Like a truck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like a truck. Drill runs like a truck.
And that drill run is hitting so hard. And then they got the mirror match.
So we got Dugong within the deep, deep red of 5 HP in a dream. We've got Steelix in the deep red, and we got a very green Steelix and a very healthy Mandibuzz. This matchup here is very much in Yonko's driver's seat now, as he's about to get the second point for his team.
Absolutely. And I love it. You're bringing it out, wearing it down, and eating up time at the same time. Excellent play.
Yeah. Ward down, chipped away earlier with the Mandibuzz from early. It's in the deep red. Now the Dugong's here, and there's still, oh my god, there's still a third Pokemon. The opponent's
It's a Mandibuzz.
Mandibuzz is back into play. Third Pokemon, so many tanks, so many tanks. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
all that health flying around.
Yeah, and I love seeing the thickness. I love the defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's eating up a lot of time. I just think about that as eating up a lot of time. But I love seeing it happen because your opponent is not going to get an easy win.
No. No, both opponents have shields still. And this Mandibuzz, giving up the last shield. This is a debuffed Aerial Ace too, which is real interesting. We'll have to see how it plays out because it's only just this Mandibuzz left, I think. Or no, sorry. The Dugong still has 1 HP.
Right.
Steelix is pretty healthy. That Aerial Ace didn't do much. And Yonko's almost got 2 Aerial Aces. Like we said, he is basically in the driver's seat here. The Steelix is in the deep yellow. As we didn't even see it. What just Switch Timer just happened. The time's up and Yonko takes the W. Oh my goodness, with all that health left. They did that in between the matchup. That countdown happened in between the charge move. Oh, goodness me, oh my.
And a fair win is a fair win, even if it is an outcome like that where the time runs up and you just win because of the technicality. You still played a really good match, wearing down your opponent and getting to that point to where, like you said, you were in the driver's seat, but you still had enough to go, had the match going on. But
yeah,
with time being not on your side, the game ended up how it ended up, and Yokojin with the win. I love it. I love it.
that was a great win by Yokujin, getting 2 points for Eternal Go versus AMC, as we're going to get into round 2 of this grand finals in the Liga Andina. All right, we're into round 2, and after the first battle here, it's 2-1 Eternal Go versus AMC. We're going to see the GL Specialist again, and this time we got Deku Pay versus Networker. And this slot is slot 2, so it's the Blastoise, your favorite Pokemon. You're
Right.
saying you're loving this Pokemon. Tell us about Blastoise and why it's one of these top commanders right here. What's so good about it?
So Blastoise, of course, we love thick. Blastoise is thick, and Blastoise has versatility because it could come with you. It could come with bite. It could come with water gun. You never know. And with it being a shadow matchup too, I see a shadow Blastoise for Networker versus Deku Pay, excuse me, has the, I guess, regular Blastoise. So I'm really excited to see what those two do, because I know Blastoise, we care about the thickness, but that Shadow Blastoise does a little something different, a little something extra.
It does, and I'm actually really surprised to see Steelix again in the steel slot and a Alolan Marowak in the fire slot. with Blastoise being the one everybody's gonna have. Like, there's gotta be better steel typing out there that can handle that water gunner or biter. But what's interesting to me is not the Lickitungs that they chose as Kanto, but one Defense Deoxys in the Psychic and one Medicham in the Psychic. Both of these are fighter type Pokemon, but one has a fighting typing to it. So maybe that might change the Mandibuzz play on Dekupei's side. But Defense Deoxys doesn't really have much, or Medicham doesn't have much that can hurt Defense Deoxys, where Defense Deoxys can really hurt Mandibuzz or Medicham with Thunderbolt.
Absolutely. And what? Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I was thinking about the moveset, and I was thinking, what does it have? What can it do? It has Psychic, but Psychic is going to do neutral damage. It's just going to maybe debuff it if it does come out the Psychic.
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, ice, it's got to have Ice Punch to handle the Mandibuzz if it comes out. And I'm not going to lie, Medicham looks really good with either Dynamic Punch or Power Up Punch over Psychic. So now you're really saying no to Defense Deoxys. But we'll have to find out how these two battlers get into it as we're about to start the second battle, as it's the Defense Deoxys into that Shadow Blastoise. Is it Bite? No, it's Water Gunner.
Water Gun. Now, Water Gun is going to build up energy pretty fast. But it's also going to take the damage is going to be neutral. And it's
a catch! That was a beautiful catch by Networker onto the Steelix, but guess what? Now you locked your own Steelix into the Water Gunner.
And it's going to come up with the Hydro Cannon, those Hydro Cannons quickly and often. And I can't wait to see that happen.
Oh, hello. Whoop, whoop. Someone call the squad. We got Glasses Blastoise on the poker field here. Look at this. I love seeing it.
Love seeing it.
Oh, I was so happy when they brought it back for the event earlier this year. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, seeing that. I remember when it first came out, I didn't get one.
I didn't get one either.
I didn't get one myself.
I'm happy we got one this time, as another Breaking Swipe is going to debuff those water guns. But all that's going to do is put on more energy for this Blastoise, who's got now an Hydro Cannon ready to go.
And so throw it out. Let's see what it does. And it's going to hit this Shadow Blastoise. So it's a mirror, per se. Not really.
Oh, 1 HP in dreams, and the squad boy is here to shoot another quarter damage Hydro Cannon off.
And it's hidden just before it goes out.
Now, Steelix is gone. You got Mandibuzz in the back. I like this play because Mandibuzz, if it is Air Slash, good against Lickitung, good against Mandibuzz, and it is both Air Slash. And it's good against the opponent Mandibuzz too. And look at that. Look how much chunk damage Air Slash does to that. That's what I love. See, the Aerial Ace, you're cool like that, right? But it's these Air Slashes, these unshielded. They can't do anything but take this pressure damage.
Yeah, like you said, in the mirror matchup, it's going to be the make or break. Here is a mirror matchup, and it definitely is the make or break, and it's breaking.
It is breaking indeed, as another Aerial Ace from Networker is coming off. But Deku says, that's cool. I'll take it. I'm Mandibuzz. I'm thick. We've literally been at this earlier. It's been about 30 minutes since we last saw the Mandibuzz mirror matchup that lasted about 27 minutes.
But this one is different from that one because that one was Snarl versus Snarl. Whereas this one has that advantage.
Huge advantage, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this shield finally coming out for the Mandibuzz to keep it nice and healthy. At some point, as the Blastoise comes back with the Hydro Cannon, angry with its red eyes in the shadow firing around it.
And let's see how it's shielded now. So that one shield is gone. All right, and we got another Aerial Ace coming out.
This is not looking good. Swapping into the Defense Deoxys to counter down. I like this play because you can't get to that Hydro off just 5 water guns. And here it comes. The Mandibuzz has to throw the energy. Great call here, bringing in the Defense Deoxys to force that energy out.
Love that. Force that energy out. You can't build it up in time to do another onto that mirror.
And here's the thing, both of them are gonna have to shield one charge move. Both of them are gonna have to take one charge move, but it is going to be these air slashes that are going to just chip away at the health.
Yeah, if they don't shield, it's like, why wouldn't you? You have to shield.
Have to. I think it is Network is 2 snarls away from his mana buzz. Getting the last foul play. Will it be enough? The one. Oh, it is. One foul play. Pardon my counting as the last aerial ace is coming off. Boom. You had all that energy and you couldn't make it happen. That is tough. Network are making it work. But Decoupe gets the lead here as we're getting into battle 2. Steelix throws the breaking swipe, and Defense Deoxys is now seeing the Mana Buzz locked in and throwing that Thunderbolt.
And those Thunderbolts are going to be coming in, and let's just see what. Okay, and the damage is pretty good. That's pretty good damage. We like it.
The defense on the Mana Buzz real thick, thick. Foul play coming off. We'll see how it does. You know, we talked about it in the last matchup.
And that is a stab move, and that stab move is going to hit.
Yeah, you don't want to take that, but your Defense Deoxys, if you can't at least live over half the health of a super effective charge move with stab, can you call yourself Defense Southway?
Or can you call yourself surviving? Because if you don't shield this one, that's it.
And he is not going to shield this one. Deku's going to go down, and Defense Deoxys is out as the Air Slasher comes back now.
In an Air Slash matchup. I'm still
shocked. There were 2 aerial aces in that last matchup. Oh, that was so heartening.
And it had to be a CMP matchup because just for that to come out so fast and make it and be the make or break in that one, had to be a CMP matchup.
Had to. Great job again. Networker getting good chunk damage off Deku's Mana Buzz before Mana Buzz goes back to the Pokeball. Steelix is going to see this next Dark move. I could not tell if it was Dark Pulse. Is it Dark Pulse indeed? And Dark Pulse does about a good quarter of Steelix health.
And it's definitely hitting nicely. Love seeing that. Even like I said before, I will take that Dark move versus that flying move that's not going to do the damage as much as this one is going to do. This one is going to be, although it's going to chip at it, it's going to get you there.
Ooh, with a couple extra water gun taps, he might actually be poised to take the shield advantage or switch advantage here against Networker. Decoupe's Glasses Squad Boy is up for the win.
And with 2 shields to the 1, this is going to be nice.
This might be a huge CMP reveal too, my friend.
It's hitting.
I like it.
And I would absolutely shield this one. Use this one shield.
You could probably water gun this down. Maybe even shield here and get to 2 Hydros? No.
And is he going to take it
to the red? He's going to take this to the red. But I like this.
No.
Man. I like this call. Because switch timer's back up now. And now you have a Hydro Cannon banked. The Steelix is lowered health too. And now he's got to get rid of the energy. And guess what Steelix doesn't have? An anti-flyer move. Any shields. But anti-flyer moves.
Absolutely not. So it's just going to be there.
He's not taking your advice. He's going for the aerial ace. Tell him that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, it absolutely is. This is more anxious play versus methodical play. You should not be throwing out this flying move to something that is resisted. You should be throwing out the dark move that's going to do the damage and is going to get you closer to that win.
The water gun squirts, the water gun shoots, and there's a hydro cannon ready to go.
Ooh,
Great job by Deku.
He knew better than I did because throwing that out is going to get you there. And it's going to get that win for your team.
Great job. Great adjustments there. Decoupe Networker, DQP giving us 1-1. Man, a lot of 1-1s right now. These two teams are locked to win this championship, showing us why they are Latin's best, as it is now Steelix into the Defense Deoxys. And Defense Deoxys is going to get a little debuff, as Steelix is going to say goodbye.
Yeah, but debuff or not, that counter is still going to do some damage. The counter is still going to get, and we got to switch, so I'll take that back. Thunderbolt is coming out.
It was Amandabuzz into Steelix lead, and the Defense Deoxys came out, got some energy, and Steelix debuffed and dipped. You gotta love that debuff and dip strategy. One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's nice.
Whoop.
And we have
a little notification there, but a foul play is gonna go through. Super
and that's the
effective.
notification for sure. That's the notification right there.
Hey, heads up, this foul play is gonna be super effective. As
another
Thunderbolt, yeah, another Thunderbolt unshielded against this Mandabuzz goes through and takes the Defense Deoxys to the deep red before throwing the energy.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the play. I think that might be anxiety that might have cost you, because now the energy is gone off the Mandabuzz, as he could bring back his Mandabuzz, which he led with. So Decoupe is in a good position to build tons of energy on Mandabuzz and start shooting it off onto the Steelix, who had to throw the debuff and dip. So this is great adjustments here by Deku.
Absolutely. And he's switching in to the Blastoise. Blastoise is going to come in. It's going to take those breaking swipes.
Blastoise is like, you throwing dragon moves at me, bruh?
That's fine with me. I still got Hydro Cannon. Can you handle those? I have Water Gun. Can you handle that?
Yeah. I wonder what Steelix looks like in the reflection of the glasses. Like, just this giant metal steel head coming at you like that, as the first shield comes through for Networker.
And I would hope he would take the shield right now, or throw a shield right now. He is not. This breaking swipe, so may not need to. You can still go ahead and wear it down a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. And the Hydro Cannon is coming out. And he still has one more shield left too. I think he's going to use that shield.
Might have to. No.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got ice beam on it as well. But does he know?
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to make the catch.
Ooh.
Well,
and you got enough energy.
There is ice in Deku's veins, as another 1 HP and a Dream Aerial Ace is coming off, but it's not going to KO the Mandabuzz this time.
Absolutely not. I would just farm down, get my Dark Pulses ready. And you have two shields. So I would take my time with this one.
Oh, man, you got two shields. You got over 100 energy. You got a nice breeze flying in your bone of the head, on your head, like this.
Exactly.
And is that some water just cooling you down? Because you're on fire, Mandabuzz.
Absolutely. And this match is yours. Mandabuzz has it. Mandabuzz is going to come back. Mandabuzz has two shields. Mandabuzz has enough energy to come back, shield once, get energy up, get that next Dark Pulse, and take this.
Now, I know we talked about Dark Pulse. Can Aerial Ace at this level take it out as well? At this HP for Blastoise?
Potentially, but I would rather go with what will work. And I know, well, I guess we won't be a scientist today. He is being science. We're doing science today. We're doing experiments. We're going to find out.
And the data is there. It is 100%.
And I didn't think about it. This is a Shadow Blastoise. So, yes, either move would work. This is not a regular Blastoise. It's a Shadow Blastoise. Either move would work. He was absolutely right to do what he did.
Absolutely. And Decoupe gets Game 3, 2-1 again, as Eternal is starting to pull away here with 2 extra points. The Blastoise play was great. We didn't really see anything else. Not gonna lie, we don't really see anything else in this meta. It's like the leader, Steelix, and Mandabuzz. The 1, 2, 3. Dugong, really helpful. Would have been, cool to see more Dugongs. I believe has more play, but haven't seen anything else come out besides those. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. Defense Deoxys.
Right, Defense Deoxys. But like you said, it's more so lead, thickness. That's all it's been. It's been a lot of defense, lead.
Mm-hmm.
Which your lead in this one was defense. It was defense with the exception of the Shadow Blastoise,
Mhm.
defense and defense.
Yeah.
So defense wins games, and clearly for Eternal Gold, defense was the winning factor.
It was. As we're gonna get into game 3 now and see if they're gonna hold their defense up as Eternal Go battles AMC in the Liga Andina finals. All right, we are in round 3. It is 4-2 Eternal Go versus AMC. And we're still in the GL special mode here. The meta, and this time we have slot 3, the Registeel. We've had Vigoroth, very pretty okay meta. We've had Blastoise, nowhere near meta. And now we've got Registeel, your number 1 meta, your boy, your dog. Like, why wasn't this the steel typing? Tell us what you feel about how you feel about Registeel, Southway.
So Registeel is, in most opinions, it's slow, but it can be devastating. It's slow but deadly.
Mm-hmm.
And with it being the lead and then another steal, I'm really anticipating, or not even anticipating, I'm really excited to see what'll happen in this matchup.
I am too, because we've seen a lot of Mandibuzz and we've seen a lot of steel typing, and Registeel has 2 charge moves that handle both, forcing shields. And if we look down at AMC's Sammy G, you see a completely different team that we've seen all tournament so far. We got Registeel Steelix typical, right? But you got Ninetales Shadow in here for the fire slot, Medicham, you got Gligar for the flyer, and Mew for your Kanto slot. And over at Castile Rock, you got a couple of wild cards too.
So for this one, is actually kind of the quote-unquote spicy team versus what we have seen, like you said, with the Shadow Ninetales instead of the Alola Marowak, the Shadow Alola Marowak, and the Gligar instead of the Mandibuzz. Spicy picks in comparison to what we have seen already, what have been quote-unquote meta picks.
Dragonair is very dangerous in a meta where Dewgong could possibly show up. And especially with Gligar too, like these battlers are bringing in some dangerous Pokemon here to battle it out in the 3rd round. Castile into Sammy G as we're going to get Empoleon into Steelix now for your game. We talk about Steelix, and there's the Gligar. Oh my goodness, you don't want the waterfalls on Gligar?
You are going from bad to worse with this. So Empoleon is in a really good place because they already had a good lead against Steelix. You have a better place with Gligar. You have those waterfalls that are going to come very fast and very hard against a Gligar that has potential to, okay, and there it is right there. I saw that happen. I was thinking, well, in my mind, you would shield because you know that's going to happen.
They have to. They had to go broke because they weren't going to get another charge move off on your steel water typing. But Mew comes in now, and now there is no switch timer on Mew because the lead is down, but there is a switch lock onto this Gligar. Mew's going to throw the Surf. I like having Surf on Mew. We don't know the full Mew sets, but it's Surf, and I didn't see what the second one was.
I believe it was Wild Charge.
Wild Charge? That's crazy.
I believe it was Wild Charge.
Why are you rocking Wild Charge? You don't need that. You got Surf for your flyer right here. Ooh, I do like this play. Now, not shielding that dig was huge, but now you've got Fire Spin, Alolan Marowak here. Gonna take this Aerial Ace?
I don't believe it's Aerial Ace.
Night Slash.
And that's still hit.
Gligar.
And with no shields, you're in a good place though.
You are in a good place because none of the Pokemon on Sammy G's side really want to see a Marowak Fire Spin with energy right now.
Absolutely not.
And there's a Shadow Bone, you get the debuff, and there's a shield still onto the Marowak. Maybe not shielding the Empoleon was worth it at the end. We'll have to find out because a Bone Club's coming through.
And that Bone Club from a Shadow Alola Marowak is going to do some damage. It's going to hit.
It's going to hit a lot. Usually Bone Club doesn't hit if we all remember Sinister Cup, But oh my goodness, a breaking swipe doesn't KO. An immediate swap from both battlers as the meta champ sees the Mew. And it's not
And
wild charge, it's fire flamethrower. It's flamethrower.
oh, flamethrower. Okay, I apologize. Flamethrower. That's okay.
I'm here for the flamethrower. I'm not gonna lie. As the power-up punch comes through for the Metacham, especially in this meta right now where you have 2 steals, flamethrower could be huge.
Absolutely, and that would make more sense.
Oh my
And it
goodness!
hit so nicely. I was shield. Oh, you don't have any shields,
There
so
are
you
no
it's
shields.
Mew's gone.
Mew's gone. The power-up punch, super boosted power-up punch. Marowak does one fire spin. Is this enough? What'll go? Fire spin or Dragon Tail? Fire spin
Whoa.
takes down. Oh no, Dragon Tail.
Dragon Tail took it down.
Oh, 1 HP in a dream. That's huge. Oops. Got
That
one
was
point
just-
there. 4-3. Oh, now you don't want that lead either. Sammy G's in a hard place again.
And I love it. I love it when you have that lead like that.
Well, we had Castile had a lead like that in the last matchup and didn't capitalize on it. Lost
At
the lead,
all.
finally learned in game 2 to shield that dig. There it is. That's what you love to see. Hydra.
Yeah, he didn't anticipate it last time, and that was unfortunate because I was thinking that he was going to catch onto it and say, okay, this Gligar's here. This Gligar is not going to give me any break just because it does not have an advantage right now. It is going to come for the kill. So you would anticipate it, or at least I would anticipate it.
Yeah. Anticipated another one. A great call here. Great anticipation. Realizing that he probably might see the Metacham, which will have to shield. No, it's the Registeel. Did Metacham take a backseat or did Steelix? We'll find out as a Hydro Cannon is going to come off onto this Registeel.
And a Hydro Gun is going to come out and it's going to do some damage. But with no shields, that Focus Blast could come out, that Zap Cannon could come out, either one.
This is good, not swapping out the Empoleon, drawing the energy, making the Blastoise go bone dry as a Focus Blast does KO it, and now, not Blastoise, Registeel. Oh no! Oh no, Southway, the fire is so good!
And it is hidden nicely. And this is, what is this? This is a Bone Claw. Bone Claw is going to come in.
Shadow Bone,
Shadow Bone, my apologies.
all good. Gets the debuff! Oh my goodness.
Perfect.
And makes the catch!
Ooh.
What? That's huge. If this is Crunch, that's going to be even bigger, and it is! As it's super effective, no debuff happening on the Crunch, and the Surf is going to come up! Get to the Surf! Oh, not in time! Will the Crunch KO, or will it be a breaking swipe?
I think it's
That's
going
a
to take it
Crunch.
out.
Is going to
That Crunch is
KO.
going to do it. That's it.
But there it
So you got
is.
to low him.
2, 3, throw the Bone Club now. He does.
Throw it.
Makes the right, counts as fourth Dragon Tail comes through. The Bone Club will KO this Steelix, and guess what? That Registeel is bone dry, Southway. He can get to this Shadow Bone.
And that Shadow Bone is going to come out and it's going to take out that Registeel. And that's going to be a nice little win for him.
That is a nice win as well. Indeed. Not gonna lie, definitely miss the game of the Alolan Marowak. I wish we all could get some more Shadow Alolan Marowaks this month. But I do have a report that Castile did win game 2. So we are gonna put a point on the board for them. And we did not get that in the last matchup. We only got 2 games here in this round, but we did get 1-1. So both battlers again still in this, but Eternal is taking the lead and running with it now. Southway, what are you thinking here about this matchup? Empoleon, can we just take 5 seconds to talk about how powerful Empoleon is in this meta?
Yeah, absolutely. And Empoleon, you wouldn't really think Empoleon. Like you see in Steelix. Steelix is everybody's go-to. Empoleon is right there. Empoleon will eat Steelix up. It'll handle a lot of your problems. And especially in this matchup, we have Steel and Steel. Empoleon is, as we've seen, is the perfect perfect thing to go to
Yeah.
instead of the Steelix.
Oh my goodness. Empoleon, Marowak, and Mew combo. That was just, and it covered all those Pokemon. Everything that all those Pokemon had were covered by, was covering the Sammy G's entire team of 6. Just a great team build in this meta for sure.
Absolutely. But the one thing I will say, that Gligar from Sammy G
Yeah.
was putting in some work. It was working overtime. Just came in. Nobody was expecting it to last as long as it did. Handled Empoleon very quickly because Empoleon did not anticipate that the move that will be a weakness to it would come out and take it out immediately.
Yeah. One-shot it. Straight out the sky. So GG's to Casil and Rock and Sammy G as we are going to get into the 4th matchup now. 1. All right, this is it. The 4th and final Great League Specialist meta battle that we are going to see in this tournament. This grand finale of the Liga Andina. And it is 6-3 Eternal Go onto AMC. Eternal Go has reset the bracket earlier, and now this is the final matchup. They can win and take it all. AMC's got to come back, and we're in the Charizard slot now. Southway, you did all 3 of the earlier ones. Tell us now about our boy Charizard.
Charizard is actually a menace in this one because of the simple fact that it's still here, and it'll also be helped by another fire type behind it. So steel type, forget about it. The psychics that are going to be coming out more than likely is going to be something that has some type of counter on it. So with Charizard in there as well, they are kind of at odds because that counter is not going to do as much to a Charizard. And then that last thing, the flying type, Manibus, man, okay, fine. But then you have that Kanto pick. That Kanto pick could potentially be the difference in this tournament, in this particular part of the tournament.
I agree with you. That Kanto pick could be huge. The power whipping Lickitung versus Dewgong. We saw it in the first battle. It went either way with either of them because of the debuffs and all that. It could be insane how they played out. This is a very in-game macro play that we're gonna have to watch these battlers play out. I do like though finally someone brought some real crazy. We got some real crazy spice again. We got Togedemaru coming up in here and Magcargo as your fire. Now Magcargo, a rock fire Pokemon, has access to Rock Throw, so I like that process, especially against a Charizard and another fire slot and a flyer slot. Having Magcargo could be huge in this slot for your fire Pokemon, but don't forget about Togedemaru. This Pokemon, we've seen it a couple of times now, and I'm so hyped on this Pokemon. It's so great. It's steel electric, so it does play into the steel slot very well, and it's got access to steel moves, so it could be very interesting. As we're gonna get into this 4th and final battle now of the Great League matchup, the Great League meta, as Togedemaru leads into the Magcargo. Dang.
Ooh.
Is it Incinerate or is it Rock Throw?
I think it's Incinerate.
You think it's Incinerate? It is!
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and Togedemaru realizes it and get out immediately as 2 Incinerates go through, and now it's the Mandibuzz. And this Mandibuzz is a Snarl. It's a Snarl, Mandy. You like it? That's your boy.
Yeah, I like it. It's going to be slow going for Lickitung because Lickitung has Lick, of course. And the move pool that it has is just like, it's going to do some damage, but it's not going to be significant damage versus a Mandibuzz that has so many guns, so many bullets in its clip.
Little Dark Pulse on that Mandibuzz took the Lickitung to near half health, and almost a double body slam spam coming from our Lickitung now. Bam! Still, they're about the same health. They're not. Oh, Mandibuzz in the yellow.
Yeah, Mandibuzz is in the yellow. Let's see what it throws out.
Probably another Dark Pulse, wouldn't you think so? Yeah.
The Dark Pulse is hidden nicely.
Very nicely. Yeah, I do like Dark Pulse on Mandibuzz. You get a little lag right there, a little spike, but another body slam coming through as a Snarl did go through on that Mandy. You know, we did say it was going to be a tough time for Licky, and to be honest, not mad at how bad it is. Not a tough time for this Lickitung. Like, it's
He's
still
actually
in
doing pretty
there.
well. He's actually doing pretty well right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this is okay. There's no shield, but something is coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another aerial ace.
I like this.
Oh, it's Dark
Ooh,
Pulse.
it's a Dark Pulse. And he makes the swap. It's double the
Oh,
energy. Dark Pulse goes out. This could be the aerial ace right here. Yeah.
and it is.
So Lickitung still alive in the red. Gonna see what the third Pokemon
Okay,
is.
Deoxys.
So it is. Oh no, it was Deoxys in the lead, right? What was the lead? Did we see the lead yet? No, it was Macargo. I apologize.
Macargo.
Great
Macargo
fight.
was the lead.
Yeah, Nelkratos got Macargo away from the Medicham. Great play
Ooh,
there.
perfect. You're going to go with Ice Punch. Ice Punch is going to do some damage, not enough to really matter.
Boop. No,
Yeah.
it is definitely not in the favor of
Medicham.
Namzug.
I believe it's Namzug.
Namzug. Yeah, not in favor of Namzug because that Macargo's rocking Incinerate. And that's a steel type Pokemon that is gonna. Neither of these Pokemon want to see counter.
At all. And they don't want to see Macargo. Macargo will
No.
come in and eat Togedemaru up.
Just alive. Goes for the Fell Stinger. Sees he's gonna get the double shield. The Incinerate does go through. It's not gonna take out this Togedemaru. Still gonna be in the deep red when we get back to it. But oh, the no shield flex. He's like, nah, not buying it, boy.
And even if he did a wild charge would do some damage, but it would still not be enough.
No, 2 wild charges wouldn't even be enough. The only thing a wild charge would do is take Togedemaru down to the 0 quicker with Incinerates. Over it. Oh my goodness. And with a statement, Nelkratos takes game 1. Getting another point for their team.
That is nice using overheat.
Right? Ooh, Mandibuzz onto the defense. The Deoxys. We know it's Snarl on Nesmol, and it is Snarl on Namzug. Or Nelkratos and Noms are both rocking Snarl Mandibuzz.
Yeah, they don't really think about the mirror. They're mostly thinking about what is going to get something done faster.
You know what? This is a great call to use Mandibuzz as a safe swap because Togedemaru took a bench seat right now. So this is great. Get the Mandibuzz off and then you can run whatever you want after that.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to find out what the Nelkra brought out besides the fence. The Deoxys as his third Pokemon.
And I'm surprised I haven't seen Charizard out yet. But we don't know. It might come out somehow. It might come out somewhere.
Not against these teams. You've got very anti-flyers on both
Absolutely.
matchups here. Togedemaru, Mandibuzz, and Medicham with Ice Punch. But at the other side, you got Melmetal, Macargo, and Dugong. I don't think Charizard's coming at all.
No, you're right. I just don't put anything past anybody. So
yeah. Which is a bummer because Charizard has been so good now in these up-and-coming tournaments with that wing attack boost, but with all of this going off. And the only reason we're able to talk so much is because we're still on the wet noodle matchup from the first game in the battle.
right.
As these Mandibuzzes are still fighting in the mirror matchup. Oh my goodness.
And it's got a lot of energy. And I don't think it has any shield or has any shields been used on the opponent.
Both opponents.
The opponent has
both
of the shields. This Mandibuzz has a lot of energy. Not a lot of health, but a lot of energy.
Got it.
Shield came out. Are you on the shield? You want to let it go?
This will be big.
All right, aerial ace.
Still alive. Still alive. Now he gets the third shield, and it comes the Macargo. With that rock typing, is he going straight for the power whip? Building up the energy. 2 Incinerates. 2 shields on the Lickitung. I don't know what you would do here.
I don't think I have enough energy for overheat. Yeah, Stone Age is coming out. I'll take some damage. Okay. Thought I was going to kind of try to get that last shield, but it's going to throw out Power Whip. All right. Power Whip is going to do some damage.
I like this play. You've got the Marowak that doesn't want to see any of that Stone Edge action. So either force the shield here or get this Macargo off, and then Alolan Marowak could come and play against that Defense Deoxys.
And Body Slam did a little bit of energy, not enough to get it out. And it's going to be probably another Stone Edge. Without Overheat, Stone Edge.
One more Incinerate for the third Stone Edge, but the Marowak's Fire Spin comes through. Mandibuzz is going to come out. The Snarls are going to try to build up. I like this play. Oh!
I like it. I like it. Nice swap. Nice swap. So 3 shields.
Oh my goodness. Nubs, you're a monster.
And here's a ooh, back to back.
Almost 2 Shadow Bones ready to go. The first one's gonna go through, might get the last shield, but there is 2 shields on this regular Alolan Marowak. Not the debuff, not the Shadow Alolan Marowak, and another Shadow Bone coming through. Yeah, looking like Marowak looking real good here. What a catch! That catch on Mandibuzz was so good.
And he just gave it up at the end. I guess he kind of saw. He just saw like, yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, the only hope was to not have 3 shields. And here we go, Alolan Marowak into Macargo. Now this is where you're gonna want to shield as Alolan Marowak because I mean those Stone Edges are gonna hurt, but you have access to that Bone Club, and you're not Shadow though.
Right, and that Bone Club is gonna come out faster than the Stone Edge is gonna come out. So
you're in a good place. To a second Bone Club on the 5th Fire Spin.
Stone Edge is coming out. No shields are coming. The Bone Clubs. Oh, and a swap.
I like this play, understanding both of them are going to have to go above and beyond in each other's heads, saving the energy, gets the damage little chunk there onto the Mandibuzz, tries to tap out for the Lickitung, and finally gets it.
And just spamming the Lickitung with Body Slam, it's going to do some damage. It's going to be really good for this Lickitung. Is going to be the best thing that Lickitung can do.
A Dark Pulse, we just watched. Oh my goodness, we just watched this in the last matchup, Southway. So it looks like we are going to be back into this wet noodle, basically, match of match. Here we go. Oh, another little damage. We're in the yellow. Here comes some body slams. Gonna take the Mandibuzz to the yellow. This is very intense. Now, if we do take a second to look ahead, right? And you remember, he's got an Alolan Marowak and another Mandibuzz back there. The Marowak did leave with another Bone Club, and Macargo left with energy too. So it's not like Nelkratos is out of this matchup, but we are going to have to see what they're going to do with the shield action, because it's getting a little tight for Lickitung right here.
Absolutely. And Lickitung, I believe, is just going to go out. He's going to sack it. Just because of the simple fact, like, he has those things in the back, but he's going to have to utilize those things too, and he has 1 shield left.
Yeah. We saw Macargo. We've seen Mandibuzz. What is the 3rd and final Pokemon on Nelkratos' side? We'll not know. As Mandibuzz comes out, I like this call because this could be the Dark Pulse tap of anxiety coming through, and it is the Aerial Ace.
Absolutely. And the Aerial Ace is coming out, and I would anticipate another Aerial Ace is coming out behind it.
Even with the buff, Aerial Ace still looks terrible.
Right.
And Macargo gets another Incinerate. Should be at the Stone Edge now, as the Dark Pulse is going to come off from Namzug's Mandibuzz. And goes to about half health. And he's got 2
nice
for 2 shields. This could be huge. Another Incinerate did sneak through.
And he has those Bone Clubs coming back to back and still has a shield.
My God, so I wonder what's in the back.
I wonder too. What could it be? Someone has got blocked. Another Bone Club coming out. No.
Yeah, gets it.
Okay. Got a little close to my liking, but the Bone Club is out. We want to get the energy up, I guess. And then, all right, the Charizard. See, there it is. I knew somebody was gonna bring it at some point. I didn't know when, but there it is.
I was actually worried it was gonna be the Dugong. I thought the Dugong was just playing with 2 shields, and how much of a monster would that be? Dugong in the back right now with that Mandibuzz and this Marowak that doesn't want to see with 2 shields would have been huge, but it's the Charizard building up the energy. It is running Fire Spin as well. It did get the debuff from the Shadow Bone, but here comes the Blast Burn, I believe. Yeah.
And a debuff Blast Burn at that.
Ooh,
where the steel is hitting.
That's a defense debuff Blast Burn, and there
Oh, my
is
apologies. You're right.
another Dragon Claw.
A Dragon Claw. Yeah. It's like, why do I need to eat up my energy? I don't have to eat it up. I'm in a good place. Charizard is in a really good place right now.
Charizard's feeling great as Necrados claws his way back, getting his team closer to the matchup here. And 2-1 for Necrados CR, giving AMC 5 points, down by 2 to Eternal 7. And that's going to wrap up our Great League, and we're getting now into our Ultra League metas, and we are looking at the Voyager Cup for this first Ultra League, as the Liga Andina Grand Finals are bringing back some Sylph metas that I am just so happy about, especially in the Ultra League. Now you see you've got slots that are filled as Kanto, Johto, Hoenshino, Unova, Kalos, Alola, and Galar, and that is what the Voyager Cup is. And Southway, what are you liking about this in the Ultra League metas?
So in the Ultra League meta, I'm actually liking what's not going to be here. Giratina, which is really a top pick in Ultra League, is banned, as well as Venusaur, which I would see great things happening if they were here, but they're not. So I'm really excited to see what is going to come in their place and what the team's going to bring to this meta.
Yeah, I like the bans. I don't know much about the Ultra League, but I do like seeing that some of these newer Pokemon, like when Voyager Cup came out, we didn't have Virizion, we didn't have Trevenant, G-Weezing wasn't prevalent, like there was like Liquidation wasn't on Tentacruel, Skull wasn't on Tentacruel. Like these are really great Pokemon to see come back up in these metas, and I love that you've got some good Pokemon and variety shining. I do though notice that Unova, you get that Virizion. It is top notch in Ultra League no matter what. So we'll see if it can shine here. Do you see any Pokemon that you like to shine in the Ultra League in this meta with these 2 battlers?
Yes, there are 2 in particular. Trevenant, which is actually a favorite of mine. I'm excited to see what it will do in this. But also, there's something that's just sticking out to me because I have not seen it in play, and that is Galarian Weezing. I want to see what it does and how it's used in this.
All right, well, we'll see how it gets going, as it's going to look like it's Trevenant and Galarian. Both
of them come out.
Right off the bat. We're going to get into it as the Shadow Claws are chunking away, but those Fairy Winds are building up energy now for those Smoke and Chimney Top Hat brothers. Are they brothers? Is the Weezing thing brothers?
I think it might be like a little fraternal twin thing. Like they just break off of each other, but we can always find out later.
As the Shadow Ball, we'll find out later what the damage does to a G-Weezing as it gets shielded, but the Brutal Swing will be super effective of the Ghost if it doesn't get shielded, and it does. Oh.
Now I'm really excited to see what this Galarian Weezing is going to do throughout this matchup, throughout these battles.
It looks like it puts some overheat pressure down, and it gets Bull Shield from its opponent. This Trevenant really wants to stay alive and around in this matchup. Maybe thinking there's a water Pokemon in the back. We'll have to find out. As Trevenant now is going to get the catch onto the... I didn't see what it was, but an overheat is getting caught. That was huge.
Yeah, I think it's Galarian Stunfisk that's coming out next.
Oh, a debuffed overheat, almost half health of the G-Fizz.
And is he going to get the swap time? Yes, he does.
Wow. These battlers are making catches after catches in these grand finals. Tapita's like, you do it to me, Georgie. I return the favor right back.
And then you got Thick Duck out here. Thick Moon Duck is out here just eating up these attacks from Galarian Stunfisk.
Quack, 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 Mr. Stunfisk. Quack, 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 quack. As he Grass Knot is finally gonna be unleashed. This poor connection is really hurting this duck.
Absolutely. The lag monster is in the game too, and it's beating everybody up.
We'll see what another earthquake does. We saw what it didn't do. As Stunfisk is gonna hit. Okay, now it's finally in the yellow. Stunfisk is gonna have to take this Grass Knot, and we'll probably say goodbye to Stunfisk here with this Grass Knot.
I would imagine so. Let's see. Should not.
Oh. Back to the Pokeball. Both of them go with a little bit of health. Stunfisk survived, but the Trevenant is now going to see a brutal swing as G Weezy comes out swinging.
And the unshielded Trevenant at that.
It is a tough matchup as the Lag Monster is going to see a Seed Bomb coming through. Oh, sorry, a Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball.
Okay, so it takes about a 6 of the health. That's nice to know. But here's the great thing. There is that duck still in the back with energy. And I like the fact that Steelix is here because it has Dragon Tail. You can chunk away, build the energy, and start debuffing the rest of the Pokemon.
Absolutely. The only threat you really have is Virizion, perhaps with that Sacred Sword, but even still, debuffing it might make things a little bit more interesting for Steelix.
Yeah, the debuffs there could help it out. I mean, it's still... That double kick is still super effective. It still hurts, but not as much. So maybe this might help Steelix out, but we're going to see what a Sacred Sword debuff looks like. And, all right, does about a quarter. Looks like Steelix is going to lose the debuff and swap out. And the Moonblasted Cresselia is now going to have to take, I think, possibly a Rock Slide. Nope, they had an Earthquake lock and loaded.
So Earthquake is going to do some damage. It's going to bring it down a lot more than what we thought. And then you had that Moonblast ready. Will it hit though?
Oh
my goodness.
The Cresselia CMP loses the Moonblast. That could be huge, Southway.
It could be. It absolutely is huge. The Moonblast would have taken Virizion out, but now you have to work overtime with this Steelix to try to get this Virizion out.
Right, and
I don't think that's going to happen.
You just got one debuff. You got to get another debuff out there, but you're in the deep red. The deep red. Even that double debuff Sacred Sword won't be enough.
And you got time, and that's not on your side right now. Let's see how this plays out.
Ooh. With time not being on your side, a factor too. We saw it earlier as time clocked out, and time's going to clock out, and oh no. With a little bit of health left, the Steelix can't make it through, and it looks like Virizion will take the point.
And they made the game just a little bit closer with that win. Let's see what happens next with this Greninja coming out. Greninja has Water Shrieking, and Water Shrieking is hitting really hard against this Galarian Stunfisk.
Yeah, loving how the new Water Shrieking's added to the pressure of Hydro Cannon here, and for some of the other Pokemon that's got it too, it helps spam off those moves because it really does charge energy up real nicely. Like you're already 3 more and you're already at another like 2 moves locked and loaded.
Absolutely, it's spammy and it hits. Love it.
Ooh, tried to make a catch and does not happen as the Greninja walks off with at least 2 to 3 more Night Flashes in the back, and a Moonblast is coming off from Cresselia.
So we'll take it. One likely we're going to at least get a shield off of it. No, it does not shield it, surprisingly.
All right, we're playing the Ramberto game, so nuke everything then. Send your nukes. Don't want a shield? Fair enough.
And that's actually really surprising that they didn't shield, but maybe they know something I don't know. I'll just watch and see what happens.
I like the no shield call because on Cresselia's side, not on the Virizion side. The Cresselia no shield call, I understand this. Cresselia is such a big duck. It's quacking away, building up the extra energy. It can soak up anything that won't be super effective. Maybe they're worried about making a catch, Tapia is, but you can still do the damage, and here it comes with a Moonblast and a half getting off this second Moonblast. Probably won't get shielded, and we'll say goodbye to Virizion, but nope. Virizion decides to shield and stay in the back, and back out comes the G-Fisk, and now G-Fisk is going to take a Water Shrieking and 2.5 Night Flashes.
Yeah. And a Night Slash, if we can get a boost, that is going to be amazing for this game.
Oh my goodness. It is going to be so amazing for this game. Come on, boost. Come on, boost. Night Slash number 2. Do we get the boost here? No, but we say goodbye to the Pokemon. No, we don't. Just kidding.
Hanging on by a
HP.
thread. And thank goodness the block, because that Leaf Blade would decimate.
We would say goodbye to Great Ninja, and we don't know what's in the back. Oh, but we do. And we have all the energy to take the shield away as the Night Slash number 3 procs off, and we get the boost.
You get the boost.
Night Slash number 4 coming.
And these Night Slashes, they are coming out quickly. They are super effective against this Trevenant, who actually is kind of a problem for Greninja, but with it being boosted and with it being in a good place. But not right now. Of course, there's no shield, so it is going to be going away. But that's all right, though.
I like this, bringing Cresselia out right away, not giving the information of the third Pokemon, not letting the opponent know that G-Weezing was in the back if needed. I mean, this was a locked matchup, but with that energy back from Cresselia, keeping that hidden information could play very well in Game 3 as Tapia gets the 8th point for their team, and it's now G-Weezing back to the Trevenant. You love to see it. You get it back in, and we'll see if they try to make the catches, how they'll play the overheat game, as last time it was the driver's seat for the G-Weezing.
Absolutely. And this matchup, I'm surprised that they got in this place again, but I mean, I'm getting the opportunity to see this Galarian Weezing do what it does best. And what it does best is handle Trevenant.
And it is handling Trevenant. I'm about to put G-Weezing into my Ultra League team right now. Looks like it's handling a lot of the meta, especially if Giratina's out there or Venus or some big old threat. Tried to make a catch again. Didn't throw the overheat this time. Kept all of that energy onto G-Weezing. And now it's the Water Shuriken Ninja coming in and blasting off. Choo choo.
Coming in with these Hydro Cannons that will be coming back to back. They're going to be coming in very quickly thanks to Water Shuriken.
Is that its tongue used as a scarf?
Yes, it is.
That is.
That's absolutely what it is.
That is absolutely what it is. Great. As an Earthquake does not take out Water Shuriken. Oh, sorry. Does not take out the Great Ninja, the Water Shuriken user. But we're going to see another Night Slash coming off here. Now, Great Ninja is putting in the work, and it's boosted again. Come on, Hydro. Get to it. Oh, yeah.
Woo. And that boosted Hydro Cannon against Virizion. Let's see how much damage it does. I'm pretty sure it's going to be significant.
Look, Tapia is returning the favor every matchup. You catch on me, I'll catch on you. You 1 HP and dream on me, I'll 1 HP and dream on you. Getting that chunk damage down and now bringing in the G-Weezing. Getting the last shield from their opponent. And now we'll see what this Verizion's move will do to G-Weezing. Not so much.
And it shouldn't be that much because it's pretty resistant. It's resistant to both of those moves, so it should be okay. And it clearly is.
I like this play here, not throwing the move on to the Trevenant. You can bring in the Steelix, debuff this Trevenant, have it weaken, do some less work. That way you can maybe just throw a Brutal Swing, build up to the overheat, and then take out that Virizion, because it is 2 grass in the back, and G-Weezing is having a heyday with that.
Absolutely. And Steelix is helping so much. Steelix is wearing it down, helping to get things ready, just like you said, for Galarian Weezing.
Steelix is still alive. Survive that Shadow Ball debuff. We'll get another debuff off. Can it KO the Trevenant from here? Ooh, no.
And it does hang in, even though it's going to take another probably Shadow Ball. That's okay, though.
It forces that energy off the Trevenant, so now Trevenant is bone dry. G-Weezing doesn't have to throw it till the Virizion comes out, and the Virizion's out, and here comes the overheat. Hadouken!
Overheat's coming in nicely to finish things up. And Galarian Weezing has shown me that it is absolutely something to fear in Great League.
You know what showed me? Green Ninja showed me it was absolutely something to fear in Ultra League. That was an amazing Green Ninja showing display right now. Absolutely incredible.
Hmm. Yeah, that Greninja too. I didn't think about it being a factor in here, but Water Shuriken told me that just now. Water Shuriken with the Hydro Cannon and a Night Slash, with the Night Slash giving a chance of a boost. Yes, Greninja is absolutely a factor in this as well.
Yeah, well, those were a great battle from Tapia, bringing out the same three Pokemon and actually just doing some great work. Oh no, sorry, switched it out. Brought in Steelix, then brought in Cresselia, bounced around, did some great playing around there. But getting the team 2 more points for a solid 9. Ooh, we have one more battle left, and if AMC can sweep, they can tie it up and we'll go to a tiebreaker. So let's go to our last matchup now. One. All right, this is it, Southway. We're in the last battle of this tournament. This has been a long fought tournament. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm really excited about this one. This is Catacomb Cup, and I remember Catacomb Cup very well. I believe it was 2020 when this came out.
Yeah, early last finals of the season 3.
Mm-hmm.
A good meta there. Bug, Ghost, Leaf, Rock, Ice, and Dark typing. We got bands of Scrafty, Dark Metachamp, Mandibuzz, Fortress, and Ninetales. And again, this is going to be played in the Ultra League. So the Pokemon are a lot different. I'm actually really intrigued by these Pokemon because knowing Catacombs Cup from the Sylph and the Great League, it's a Frostlass meta. And you're not going to see Frostlass at all. I'm so happy.
Absolutely not. So we have to try other things in this meta. So I'm excited about it too. But there is something that I am seeing in here that I am going to stand for. And I know everybody is like, what? But follow me. Bombardier. Bombardier, in my opinion, is a better Mandibuzz just because of the simple fact that it has Fly. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it will do in this tournament. And I'm just surprised to see it here.
I'm just as surprised to see it too, but if you have it, play it. And I'm really excited to see it. It's able to play because it does have dark typing. So that is wonderful that Leo is able to recognize this, and those new Paldea Pokemon are just so meant for go battling. Oh my goodness. But we've got Heracrosses, we've got Galissapods, we've got Cofagrises, Roserades, Drapions, Jellicents. We got a wide variety of Pokemon, a lot of dark flying around, and a lot of anti-dark. Roserade's kind of the one I feel doesn't fit in here.
I don't know. Roserade, I wouldn't count Roserade out because Roserade is always like that utility. It's going to come out with something that's going to surprise you and it's going to stand.
Well, she's ready to surprise me right off the bat as we got Roserade into Galissapod. And you know what? That Weather Ball Fire looks really good against that bug Pokemon. Even though there is that water typing, that fire is still going to hit it pretty hard.
Absolutely. And those poison jabs are still going to do neutral damage to enough that it's going to be significant against this Galissapod.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, I didn't think that would do so much. But again, this is Ultra League. They are so much healthier and their defense is so much stronger that an X-Scissor won't KO this Roserade. Brave Roserade to take that boosted new X-Scissor now too.
Very brave. I'm surprised that it took it.
Like a champ. Oh, like a champ. As another Weather Ball will go through and we're going to see the final X-Scissor. Yeah, come off. All
and
right.
then Galvantula. Oh, Galvantula Mirror.
Oh, now, Elsigi's Galvantula does have one extra Volt Switch in above it, so that is good in Elsigi's favor. But the lunge comes first from Leo's Galvantula. Very interesting gameplay.
Yeah, and lunge is going to make things really interesting for this Mirror matchup. Depending upon how low everybody is, really will be the make or break on who will win this Mirror.
This is going to be real tough, my man, because if Leo really favors Shields over Galvantula right now, Leo could be in a lot of trouble. Because if he can keep the Galvantula alive, then the Gray Ninja is gonna have to see the Galvantula. And I don't think he knows that it's Gray Ninja in the back.
Yeah. And that's gonna make things really interesting coming up.
Wow, it is. Here we go. This is the moment. Will this be like the call? Will this be the call? He lets it go down. This is huge. Immediate taps onto the Green Ninja, and there's your Bombardier.
And here's Bombardier showing everybody what it can do and what it will do. Please pay attention, everybody. Bombardier is here.
We are eyes wide open like it's clockwork over here. Orange, you glad I didn't say Hydro Cannon it off, as Water Shuriken is now doing its work and now has another Hydro Cannon locked and loaded.
And will this be fly? Will this be fly?
Looks like it's just Aerial Ace. I like that call. Double Aerial Ace. There's still, I believe, a little health left on that Galvantula in the back.
Yeah, those Aerial Aces are definitely eating up that Greninja.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wing attack and no, Volt Switch takes it down. But no, which one goes first? Galissapod still has a shield. The value of shield right here, Southway, is the winning factor.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And that shield was definitely the make or break for this matchup in one AMC.
Oh my God. SouthwayKhi, I am just shocked right now. That is just unbelievable. That down to the wire. Bombardier looking real good too, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Bombardier is just something to fear. But we have that swap, those switches just in the beginning. And now we have Greninja going up against Galvantula. This is going to be really interesting because both those moves are super effective against Greninja.
Bug Electric doesn't do effective against Water Dark? Come on.
Oh no, they are super effective. Horribly effective.
Volt switches chunking away us. I know, it's just, oh my goodness. Look at the Volt Switch. Now another Hydro Cannon, building up for the third Hydro Cannon. This is gonna, great idea by LCG to force those shields and see whether or not, again, he favors shield, and he does. Leo favoring shield advantage. LCG now keeping, and there is the third Hydro Cannon, keeping his Great Ninja alive so he can get to this.
And Greninja is bringing it out. Will it hit? Will he's going to use the shield against it? Understandable.
Ooh, what a catch. If that's Aqua Tail, that's going to be real dirty. I can't tell.
Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Bomb. That's a lot. Wow.
And here's Bombardier Big Bird coming out strong against it. And it's going to do significant damage and get rid of this Roserade. But Roserade, of course, is still in the game with this Weather Ball. But Weather Ball is not going to do too much to it.
I mean, a good quarter of its health. But yeah, not too much. What you got to worry about, though, are these Volt Switches. But there's a shield. There's no shield. There's two shields on, or one shield on each opponent. So we're getting the last shield on Galvantula. There's one more shield on Leo's Bombardier. We'll see if he gives it up. And
let's see.
Oh, gets the attack through before Volt Switch. This could be fly. This could be
everybody. Please
fly.
watch. Please watch. And here it is, fly, and see how powerful it is.
Yo, my man, that was super fantastic fly.
Absolutely. Bombardier is here, everybody. Fly is hitting hard against that. Hitting hard against that Galvantula.
Yeah, it really does. And AMC's got one more point to make it up. LCG's got to stop the bleeding now. He's got to put the hurt down. But, I mean, Leo's been favoring these shields the entire matchup. He's been in such control. Come down to the wire with these fast moves, but he's making it work. Getting that fly off was huge. Oh my goodness. One more Volt Switch would have gone through and would have taken out Bombardier too. That was a great play by Leo. We'll see what he does in the final battle.
Absolutely. AMC is coming back, trying to make it close, but they're trying to go. Let's see what they will do in this last match.
We got Great Ninja and a Drapion. Here we go again.
And Drapion is coming in with those poison jabs. Poison jabs are hitting, but Water Shrieking is hitting even harder and faster.
In the last game, Greninja got out so fast. Now he's staying in and attacking this Drapion, putting the pressure down, making that adjustment just might be what LCD needs to get the W. Woo! Sludge Bomb
Sludge
taking
Bomb.
that. Not very nice though. Is
Sludge
that
Bomb.
Aerial Ace?
I believe it is Aerial Ace, but he's coming in with the Hydro Cannon instead because stab, stab, stab.
Yeah. No, but that's interesting that that's Aerial Ace. Does he throw it against the Galvantula? We're never going to know because that Volt Switch will take it out once we get the Hydro Cannon off here.
Right. But will we get a shield or will it hit? We get a
shield.
shield. And that's fine. We'll take that. 2 shields versus the 1 shield on the opponent.
And we just talked about it. Leo has had shield control in the first 2. Now he's down the shield. This might be where LCD gets the up and comings. And now getting the shield up and taking that plancha right there.
Mm-hmm. Now, in this place, even with Roserade being buffed a little bit, it's still in a good place with those poison jabs that are going to get it to those moves fast. And still having a shield is going to be helpful for it.
Yeah, not to mention, like, Weather Ball Fire is a great move to have against a bug Pokemon. Especially one like this. An immediate swap, but it doesn't happen. And LCD was ready for it. Galvantula's for your bird.
And then, will you shield this move? Because Bombardier is still going to be hitting hard without shields. And that's the wise thing to do.
Here comes the lunge. This dark typing doesn't really help the flying typing out. So the lunge will take out that Bombardier, who I believe was at another move. And the discharge is coming off for this Galvantula. This might be it. The Galvantula play in the 2500s is playing real nicely here for LCD.
Absolutely. And yeah, that Bombardier with that dark typing, those bug moves, yeah, they'll hit a little bit harder than you expect.
It really did. Oh, the plancha doesn't KO. But GG's, and there it is, the 10th point for Eternal. That is going to wrap up. This was a great meta. What did you see here in this meta besides your Bombardier? I mean, I absolutely talk about Bombardier. Did wonderful, but...
Yeah, the better meta buzz, in my opinion. I'm going to say that. I don't care. Fight me. But Bombardier, she is amazing. Fly, powerful. You've seen it. I don't need to say it. Are your eyes open? Bombardier's here. Get on board. But as for the rest of what I saw, Galvantula. Galvantula in here was significant and did a lot of things that made things interesting, especially in the mirror matchup.
Yeah, with no rock typing on either team, like the only thing that could even get close to a rock type move would be Heracross with Rock Tomb. And without that, like, you're not really bringing in Heracross against a Greninja or a Golisopod or a Cofagrigus. So, like, it's real interesting that, you know, they both recognize that Galvantula could really just dominate in this against the dark, the water. Both of them had tons of water in there and then flying as well.
Absolutely.
I love Roserade's play. I thought Roserade did great, and Greninja again sold me on building my Greninja for the Ultra League. But let's head back down to the main field and congratulate our winners, Eternal Go. So congratulations to Eternal Go for taking the grand finals of this season's Liga Andina. SouthwayKhi, this was an amazing tournament. I'm just so excited that we got to see some incredible battlers today.
Yeah, it was really great matchups. So many Steelix. That's what I just saw so much, and surprised that I saw so much of it. But it was really interesting to see Steelix in action.
I mean, it was pretty much almost in every meta, and if it wasn't in every meta, in every battle, you saw Bombardier come out. That's basically how this tournament played out. It was a great tournament here. Well done by both teams as AMC clawed back. Oh, they were so close. One game away.
Absolutely. Bombardier was the thing to help them come back a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting in the end, but it was not enough. Eternal Go had too much firepower, and even with Bombardier, Eternal Go won this, and they won it. It was a great showing.
A great showing indeed. Those great league specialists. We saw the 4 different leaders, how it played out. It kind of looked like we might be in for a real stale meta, but not gonna lie, it kind of really picked up as we got further and further down the line. Teams got spicier. Great ninjas started popping up. We had a lot of fun today. So,
Like you said, it was a little stale in the Great League with the meta. Of course, we saw a lot of Steelers. We saw a lot of Mana Buzz. We saw Alola Marowak all over the place. But something that was really interesting to me would more so be in the 4th matchup, with the Charizard matchup, I'll call it that. Seeing the Steelers change up, seeing Togemaru come out, and the other opponent having Macargo and Melmetal, seeing that, and then the Deoxys defense, and even Dugong. That was really exciting seeing those things, and that really made it more interesting, in my opinion, from those other metas, or not metas, excuse me, seeing the other matchups where we saw, okay, Steelix, boring. Mana Buzz, boring. We know Vigor's coming out, boring. We had a little bit of variety with the Shadow Blastoise up against the Blastoise. That was pretty cool too. Empoleon came out and also let people know that is here, is a factor, and Waterfall rather, is something to fear.
yeah, though, this was a wonderful little seasonal meta that Liga Andina did. So be sure to check out, if you're looking for a league to play in, check them out because they are looking to expand to 2 new leagues as well, adding 2 new tiers onto their league as well. So always looking for new teams. The links for all of that will be down below for their Twitter and their Discord. Thank you, SouthwayKhi, for joining me today and being a part of this. I'm so glad we're on the Antimatter team.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad I got out here to witness all these amazing matches, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you let everybody know where they can find you at?
So, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Twitter, and any other social media you can think of, Twitch as well, SouthwayKhi. Everything is SouthwayKhi. Spelled the same way, nothing different. That's where you can find me, and that's how you can find me.
We'll put all the links down below for you there, and you can find them on all of those links. Appreciate you being a part of this and having a good time here with me. Thank you very much. That's going to wrap it up here at PokeBattle Network. And be sure to hit like and subscribe. We are loving the fact that people are coming to us with their leagues and wanting to show off their leagues. This is what the Battling Network is for, to show off Go Battling. So if you have a PokeBattle league that you want to show off, please reach out to me. I'm also, all of my links will be down below. DM me, please. Happy to do all of these tournaments. Happy to show this off and give off a grand finals. Congratulations again to Eternal Go for their win here in the Liga Andina. Thank you again to SouthwayKhi. Thank you for watching the PokeBattle Network. I'm SosaFlow, and like always, keep on battling.